Alright guys, let's go ahead and install containerd on this one. So I have taken a short break. I've turned off my virtual servers, which is this instance, and then turn it on, reconfigure my IP addresses over here for me to log in. So just logged in. And the good thing about this is like it holds on to the details which we have given on the last video. So the setup of your Linux, so that is completed. Now let's install containerd, cryo and Docker engine as part of this installation. So what we will do is run some pre-installation steps before we go ahead and install containerd, and then we will go to the fixing the containerd's one file. We need to update the file, and after that we will be installing Kubectl. So we will do all those things in this video itself. So we really don't have to do this on another video. So firstly, what I will be doing is like I'll be loading this, the KA.configuration file in this particular location. So this is basically your modules where it loads the KA configuration. So I'm just going to enter in some details over here towards what needs to be done. And that is what I'm gonna give as part of this instruction over here. So this is gonna update these two overlay and BR net filter as part of this configuration file. So all these codings are there. Have attached this coding on the starting itself, so you can take the coding from there. Now let's prop this particular overlay module, and also let's run the mod prop for the BR net filter module as well. So now that we made it part of the configuration and we have run it for this session, so you don't really need to restart the server. Now what we're going to do is like we are going to create configuration file for Kubectl, so which is very important. So let's open the similar configuration, and in this similar configuration we are going to give in some variables over here, and these variables will be updated in that file. So this is basically for your network filters and bridges configuration and port forwarding for IP addresses. So this is mandatory that you need to pass these parameters required for the setup. And the previous one which we have enabled here on the overlay and net filter is all about creating containerd configuration for the modules to be loaded when you install containerd. So these are something which is not done by default by containerd process. So we need to make sure that this is all ready before you do that. Now let's apply the system parameter using syscontrol system. Now all these newly added items are applied right now. So this is good enough for us. So you can also verify that the BR filter which we applied in overlay is applied as well. So we can use this command lsmod, and then you can actually see that the BR net filter overlay is applied as well. So this is very much mandatory that before you do the containerd installation, you need to do that. Now we will be restarting these services and verifying these services whether it has been like successfully configured or not. So you can see that it's pretty much configured successfully. Now we can use apt-get upgrade update one more time to see if anything needs to be done. So there's nothing needs to be done. So you may need to repeat this setting for the next two servers as well. So I'm just gonna do these settings quickly on the next two servers, because containerd needs to be installed on all the servers which we have here. So you need to pretty much do the same items over here as well. So I'm just configured the services. Now I'm just gonna verify it now. The verification has been successfully done. I'm sorry, I didn't copy it. So this is done. So let's just do the update one more time. Sorry, I didn't copy it. So yeah, it's just a quick update. And then let's go ahead and install the containerd package. So now this is basically what the command we are using to install. So it's basically a simple command. It says like apt-get-y install containerd. Now this is going to install the containerd. Now after this, you need to create the containerd home directory if it's not already created. And then you need to push in this. So the home directory by default is on the etc containerd. So you can see that it's not created. So we need to create it. And I have the command for it as well. So you can just copy paste it. So now I have entered two commands over here. One is to create the folder, a containerd folder. Another one is to get the configuration file created by, listing out the default configuration of containerd and sending it to this configuration file, which is a folder which we just created. Now open this file on all three servers. And then this is where the important modification we need to do. If you don't do this modification, you kind of have a serious problem when you are, having your, this started. It keeps restarting. So when you deploy your, or when you initialize your cluster on Kubernetes, it's gonna keep on restarting. So this is search for systemd C group, and you need to make this. Oh, I'm sorry. I need to be sudo. So I'm just gonna move this file to sudo and search for system capital S, and then you will get that first file over here. Make this false to true. So this will fix a lot of issues for us. So save and quit this file again. I'm sorry. Search for system, capital S, and then have this change to true. And then here also system, and then make this to true. I'm sorry. All right, that is what we are supposed to do. Now that you've configured the system, containerd, so you can actually go ahead and restart the containerd service over here. So I've restarted the containerd. Make sure the containerd is running. And you can see that the containerd process is running as root user. That's pretty much the first leg of this particular video. Now that we have completed this particular task, the next task is going to be about, or the next leg of this is going to be about installing Kubernetes, as in Kubeadm, Kubectl, and Kubelet. These three services, we need to have that installed on these three systems. And then on the next video, we will initiate the cluster master, and then we will join the cluster members to the cluster master, and then we will configure network. The wave network. So we will do all these three things for the next video. All right, sounds good then. So let's go ahead and install Kubectl, Kubelet, and Kubeadm. So firstly, what we're gonna do is like we need to, the apt transport HTTP maybe like a dummy package so that you can skip the packages. So I'm just gonna run a command over here. So this is a HTTP package which we need for us to transfer files. So just gonna give this command, didn't run properly. Now I'm gonna duplicate the, curl the Kubernetes related keying releases over here. So I'm just going to do the packages for Kubernetes release key. And once that is done, then I guess we can go ahead and update your apt-get. And then now let's try to install the these three components: Kubelet, Kubeadm, and Kubectl. So it's coming in as unable to locate. So this means that it's not able to locate these three packages. Now this is because that we don't have an entry of the application, the apt-get source. So normally what happens is like if you go into the etc app apt, right? and you go inside the source list, right? So source list.d, you will find some files over here. So now normally this is Ubuntu source. So now that we have, if you remember the command we ran for the releases, right? This is the actual URL. So you need to put this particular URL into this file in here. You can name it at any file, so it will scan all the files over here. So all you have to do is like use this command, and we are creating a file over here on the sources.list.d, naming kubernetes.list. Now what it will do is like when it is scanning this time, it only scan this particular location for packages called Kubelet, Kubeadm, and Kubectl. It couldn't find it because none of the URLs in this package has that. So now what I'm gonna do is like, as I've already, I did a curl over here, and I created this keyring file for your, for accessing this particular URL. So I'm gonna use that keyring file over here with that URL, which I just specified for Debian flavored 1.29. So this is 1.29. You can go for the latest version of Kubernetes as well. So all you have to do is like update this particular stuff, and it will get to that, and it will download that version of Kubernetes on your system. These three packages. Okay, so now what I'm doing is like I'm sending this output into this file, which is source list, and creating a new file called Kubernetes.list, and you're gonna get another file over here. So if we just do lsfnl here, you can see that another file, and this file will have information about the Kubernetes URL. Now this Kubernetes URL is something which you can access, and you will be able to see some output over here. So direct access is denied, but when you access it via URL, you'll be actually able to get to the actual stuff over there, which is going to be for the Debian version. So anyways, so let's just try to inquire right now. Let's try to install this application right now, see if it works. Again, you're getting the similar error. Just give me a second. Sorry, I got a call. So after doing this, let's just try to use the kube update one more time, so that it can understand that there are some new items over here. So let's just update it, and then let's try this command again. Now you can see that it works fine. So let's just try to install these three packages right now. Did I run that command? No, I didn't run it. Sorry. I need to run this echo. All right, let's run update now. All right, let's run the installation now. There you go. It should get it installed. All three components should be installed right now on all of your systems. Now, how do I check it? Use Kubeadm -version, I guess. No. So, okay, I just type in version. Perfect. Now, Kubeadm version tells you that it is 1.29.6. And if you run it over here, it's going to say the same thing. Then Kubecontrol version is going to give you the similar information. So now you have the Kubeadm and Kubecontrol is all configured right now. You remember right now the cluster is not set it up. I will do it on the next video. What we have done is like we have installed the packages and we have made it available for you. Now on the next video we will be configuring the cluster. We will initialize the control plane as the master and the compute plane 1 and the 2 as the worker nodes. Thank you again for watching this video with patience. I'll see you in the next video.